Abraham Pig here, and today I have this ASSA 600. I managed to get it gutted using a reverse shimming technique and cut a key for it a couple of weeks ago, and since then I've been able to progressive pin it, excuse me, and learn to pick it. So I'm going to try to do that for you on camera now. I am using a 50 thousandths or 1 1/4 millimeter pry bar in the top to start with, and this SS Dev hook in 15 thousandths. And at first I'm just trying to get a false set out of this lock. Okay, there we go. Interesting. There we go. Alright, let's go one more time and check that I have not left any pins still binding. Alrighty, so since this has gin spools, we have to switch to float picking now. So I'm taking this about 30 thousandths or 0.8 millimeters tensioner. I'm going to start applying clockwise tension with it and switch the one I was using before to apply tension counterclockwise. And at this point, I'll try to tell you which pins I'm on, but we're going to have to revisit a few of them. So pin 1, unwinding, got a little click. Pin 2, something dropped down, nothing on pin 2. Let's go back to pin 1. Nope, that's not what dropped. Alright, let's go to the back. I've picked this about a half a dozen times, and I've noticed that that was number 6. The pins seem to mostly, I'm sorry, that was number 5, seem to mostly split into 2 groups that bind near each other. 4 through 6 in the back, and 1 and 2 in the front. So that was 4. Let's check 5 again. That was 5 again. And 6 seems good, so let's go back to the front. Alright, 1. Let's check 2. Okay, got something out of 2, but also dropped something. Got that back on pin 3. Let's check 1 and 2 again since I dropped something. There's 1. 2 seems good for now. Let's go back to the back. And I've noticed that sometimes pin 4 likes to set next after the front 2 pins, so let's check him first. Yep, got that. Number 5, got that. Number 6 gave a tiny click, but he may have been still good. And back to the front. And there we go. We have an open on this ASSA 600. Let me try to get it gutted for you now. I have to say that when I was practicing this, there was a long period of time where I could open it if I took any single pin out, but with all 6 of them, I was not able to. So I feel like the kind of difficulty level between an ASSA 500, 600, 700 is probably, it makes sense that those are each considered a separate difficulty of lock because just adding 1 pin made a huge difference. Alright, let's lock this back up. And take the cam off the back. Needs a little more. Alrighty. And now a follower and the key. Okay. So here's the bottom pins. This lock came with no key and master pinned. So what I ended up doing was using a pick and a lab shim going in the back down from there to sort of pick it one pin at a time, using the shim to isolate the pins. And then once I had it open, I bought a key blank and cut a key for it so that I could easily practice with this lock. And if you look in the plug now, you should be able to see that number 1, number 2, number 4, 5, and 6 all have undercutting, countermilling rather, and number 3 is the only one without. So this kind of explains the two groups that bind together, 1, 2, and 4, 5, 6. And now for the top pins. Spoiler, they are all gin spools. Alright, and the springs are all the same. There we go. Nothing special in the Bible except there's a groove for a sidebar that doesn't exist in this model of lock, but I guess they made these bodies for other styles as well. And that's it. Let me bring you guys in a little closer so you can have a look at the pins. And the key. That's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.